Nicky man is evident. Feeling like 50 way back in North 3 or D. Talking about me on some other 301 screaming 4-4 on my Louis. Papa tags by the mode. Don't they dummy? 3 miles for a goal. Black and yellow with the boots and the gold suit. We had the go-go last week. We don't really care who got last week. Riding up the meter, blogging, really bumping me. Cause I'm bad. You don't want no problems with a GD, CPG. I'm the king of the streets. I never had to struggle when it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
Larry, overcast skies, but knock on wood, no rain on the radar to speak of right now as we welcome you to CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Play clock winding down. Now Wilson on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Flush to his right, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Brooks Reed able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Able to power through. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Here's Ryan to throw. And he will lose lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Sheldon Richardson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
They go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP. Had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Wilson to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he is knocked down from the side at the 44-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. Again, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Right back to Procise. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was because, let's be honest about it, losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you're in the Super Bowl, you're playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it's complete. Hooper. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Defense showing blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 46 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished 2nd.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And what a way to take over as they've got it with a 1st and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. For the offense. Changes hands here. Let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns. And, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
First down, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Now Wilson on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. On first down, Procise. And he's got this one down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Grady Jarrett getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal. Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone. Andre Roberts now to return it. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Now it's Freeman fighting through and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. They'll run it now out of the gun. And
heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. 20! Baldwin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Ryan. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the wideout in motion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A second down carry for Procise. Finding room at the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
You know, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Here's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Coming left, it's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Freeman again. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. To throw is Wilson. And he's got some space here.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. So they're operating in the red zone. Running right, this is Freeman. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 17-yard line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones from 17 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Well, they're definitely showing blitz here. Again, Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Grady Jarrett getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. They come out here in the eye. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Trey Madden there to make the grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Baldwin with it over the middle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it?